From your perspective, what are the challenges about set-top box data for measurement?
Well, first of all, we should all know that we're at the early stages of the game here. We're in the initial, maybe the second inning of set-top box and how it's going to have an impact on this industry. And with that comes all of the things associated with the growing pains of a growing technology, a new technology. The biggest issue that we have is that it's scarce. Less than 1 in 5 of subscriber-paid television households provide return path data that is commercially available. So that's too little in our view, certainly too little for a good census measurement, but a challenge from the perspective of how we could actually effectively produce a representative sample. Hand in hand with that, the data is, I'll use a technical term, is splotchy. It arrives based on the geographies from which it's easily derived from the MSOs or DBS providers or telcos, and they don't have that technology deployed evenly throughout their service territory. So we wind up in markets where some neighborhoods are covered and others aren't. And then we have the issue of how we balance that out. How can you create an effective representative measurement when you only have some neighborhoods providing you data and others not? So our challenge is how can we leverage our assets, leverage our local panels, and integrate set-top box data with that in order to be able to create representative measurement. And that's exactly what we're embarked on doing with our hybrid measurement methodology.
I'm curious to know how you are hybridizing the data in the 3 different types of markets, whether it's a people meter market, a household meter market, or a diary market.
So the core of our measurement is our people meter panels, both our national panels as well as the local people meter panels that are available in our largest markets. The process of hybrid measurement is to leverage that data in a statistical process where set-top box data can provide you with the large sample size you need in order to take away some of the sample size issues associated with smaller panels. But your panel helps you overcome the challenges associated with the non-representative nature of the set-top box data, where it comes from. And there are a couple of different techniques that we're using in different types of markets, and we'll be exposing a lot more of that to our clients and to the MRC very, very shortly. But the bottom line is really what I just said. How do you take the challenges of a small panel away and take away the challenges of having a large data set that's skewed in where it comes from?
Is there going to be a certain priority to concentrate on the diary-only market?
Not necessarily. Each one of the market segments pose different challenges and have different client needs. And one of the things that we're very, very subject to is the availability of data. So what markets data is available in. So all of that has to be taken into consideration for how we roll out markets. One thing that I should mention too is we've really innovated a new metering technology that will enable us to put lower cost measurement into markets where set-top box data is not available. We've called that code reader. We'll probably come up with a better name for it than that. But that technology is really important because to the extent that set-top box data may be limited in certain areas, for us to be able to overlay that with a large amount of lower cost measurement to fill out the gaps really is a perfect complement strategy. And that will enable us to actually approach more markets sooner.
So, give us more detail about Code Reader. Is it capturing demographics as well?
It will via the fact that we're going to be recruiting the household. So we will be capturing the demographics of that household. Now, there's no button pushing, so it will not be able to specifically say certain people are watching certain sessions. we'll be able to model that much more effectively than you can with set-top box data.
What is the timeline?
We're busy working right now on a variety of tests that should complete at some point middle of this year, and we're looking forward to having this introduce it to the marketplace late in the year.
So what do you see as the strengths of set-top box data to help the Nielsen sample?
Well, obviously the large sample size. Being able to get tens of thousands of households, hundreds of thousands of households, gives you the ability to smooth out issues of stability that are often in smaller sample ratings. It also gives you the ability to avoid some of the zero cell phenomenon. And really that's what our clients are asking for. They're asking for us to help with stability and help with zero cells. And we believe the combination of set-top box and code reader will give us exactly what we need to be able to address those concerns.
So you've looked at some of the preliminary data. Have there been any surprises or have there been any confirmations from the data?
The surprises are not that many. I think we all know what larger sample sizes can do, and certainly we found those things. Maybe some of the challenges about how you have to overcome where there are gaps in data, how you have to modify on-off models for different data sets from different carriers. Those devil in the detail kind of scenarios are really coming home right now in terms of what we need to do for this to meet the rigor that our clients really want.